I was auditioning to be an O'Blockian, nigga.
You
Hey, that
already
nigga trying to. Hey,
Your ass still trying to audition, motherfucker.
you already and you goddamn it old
I'm
blocking.
an honorary YN, nigga.
But
yeah,
hold
Yeah,
hold
that
on.
was tripping.
Hold on, Joe. Look, I gotta cut the segment. We gotta spin to this topic, man, because I'm glad Lee brought that up. Now this is where me and Joe, finna lock in and agree on some shit. Um, we had back and forth in our private group checks and shit, and I told you how I felt about Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm his policies that's going on land on here in our country. I'm cool with a lot of that shit. But these foreign policies that he doing, this shit is blowing me. You know what I'm saying? All the tariffs tried to put on Canada, um, the the fumbling of this whole Russia and Ukraine shit, and it's straining relationships. You know, our to our allies in Europe, and it's not making us appear as strong as we once were. It's not looking good. And I don't agree with that. And I know Scott and you and Leon has been like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I, man, I just I don't understand you niggas, man. But I'm glad y'all gonna explain to me. Maybe I can understand a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where Scott coming from, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Especially Scott, bro. Scott has been adamant about fuck the people, bro. So, man, what's to that though, man? Scott, why do you say you is kind of in support of those policies that's going on, bro?
nah, I feel like it's like what I said. Fuck them people. You know what I'm saying? It's us against them. Like we had, they was fake homies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, we gonna stay on business now. Y'all get the fuck on. You know, but I just feel like, I think with any change, it takes a little time. So I could be right. I could be way wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna take a little bit of time where motherfuckers know where your line is at in the sand. Like, hey, we not going to do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I think in the past it was just like, oh, it's we being diplomatic and woo woo woo. But it's like, no, we getting fucked over. So I just feel like, man, fuck them people. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Like, who is they to say and y'all need it the most? Y'all need the help the most. That's what it seems like to me. Like I said, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But that's how I feel about it. That's why I was like, fuck them. Nigga, come out like Apollo Creed, American flag on. Fuck the bullshit.
So Lee, you also kind of in support of the way the Donald has been handling the foreign affairs.
Yeah, Big Trump.
You don't really see no issues in the way he's.
I mean, the way he handled it, I don't see the issue because, like I said, bro, like these motherfuckers been bringing their products over here for free, bro. That's the only problem he got. You know what I'm saying? Why we should tax their ass. Now I'm with him, but I like Scott said, man, we might be wrong and shit. Hopefully we ain't, but it might come back to bite us in the ass. But I think that Trump like that's a good idea, but at the end it might be a bad idea. So who knows? You never know until you actually do the shit. So I mean, you can't, you got to shoot the shot to see if you're gonna miss, right?
Right.
I mean, you,
It's us expound on the other things, not just the tariffs. As far the whole thing about uh essentially kind of like aligning himself with Putin and Russia. You know what I'm saying? That's a pressing issue too. That's pissing off all of our European allies and it's weakening our stance. In my opinion, that
Do you think he
those
was really? My fault. My bad. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, Scott.
No, I was about to say, do you think he's really aligning himself with Putin when he
Right.
told dude like, "Do you want a ceasefire?" And he like, "No, I really don't." And it's just like, you don't want the shit. Like we trying to get peace over here. So I don't think that's aligning himself with Putin. I just feel like he trying to tell Zelensky like, "Yo, let's
Fucking
cease
war.
fire, be
No,
cool."
no, he's had praising remarks for Vladimir Putin or whatever his first name is. I call all the motherfuckers Vladimir.
That's his
But
name.
see, you know what I'm saying? All they ass name be Vladimir. So everybody, hey bro, everybody in Europe, Eastern Europe is Vladimir. But anyway, but he it's almost that he's praising for him. But my thing is, and it's just my opinion. I could be wrong too, but I just don't understand how you could asking Zelensky to do a ceasefire, but you want a ceasefire done right now. And right now, Russia is still occupying land in
Right,
Ukraine. So
right,
we can't have a ceasefire if you still controlling the land that I don't want you to control. That's one way that I'm looking at it.
right. I see
And
that.
and another way that I'm looking at it is our Russia has been the enemy forever. Like I don't think it's to our advantage to allow Russia to get bigger and stronger. Like that don't make sense to me.
Mhm.
I don't understand it for the life of me. And then you come out as the president of the United States of America and you make the statements that you make, and then when the rest of the world has a reaction, then you backtrack because he said what he said, and then the European countries bonded together and they said they was going to get money together and they was going to help Ukraine, and they said, "Oh, we're no longer going to be sharing our intel with the United States of America because we can't trust them because they appear to be aligning with Vladimir Putin or whatever."
Yeah, it's a bunch of
Now,
speculation, bro. That don't mean nothing.
what do you mean in what do you mean in this speculation? If Europe, those people are our allies.
Brother,
We are
but I'm saying,
responsible. We are responsible. We're the leaders of the free world. If
so
we
why
can't be trusted,
how come he can't just be cool with Putin like he
no,
always
you
been?
can't be cool. You can't be cool
Why?
with you can't be cool with Russia.
First 4 years he was cool.
Hmm?
His first 4 years he was cool with him. Didn't nobody say he was in.
They wasn't invading Ukraine.
What's the difference between Russia and Ukraine to you?
What you mean by that?
Like this, what I'm saying. Like Ukraine, that nigga don't Zelensky don't have. They don't have a vote. They're not democratic.
What do you
You know what I'm saying?
what do you
What
they're
do they
not
got though?
they're not communists? They're not communists in Ukraine?
But I'm just saying they not them. Like they can't vote this nigga out. I don't think.
Yes, they can.
No, they
Vote
can't.
who out? Vote who
Mm.
out?
Zelensky.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think that they have a republic or democratic. They're not like
No,
that.
no, no, no. Trump said that. They most certainly are they most certainly are Democrats, and I mean they have a democracy in Ukraine and they vote. Trump said that Zelensky's running it like a dictator, which again, there's some more shit that he shouldn't be saying. But yeah,
hey
they're
man, that nigga gonna he the type of person that say shit that everybody thinks, bro. Like all these former presidents, bro, they probably thinking about. They probably thought about what Trump is saying. They just never said it because they was puppets. Trump is not a puppet, bro.
we don't want him to be. I don't want him to be a puppet. I don't want him to be a puppet, but I also don't want him
But you
to.
can't have it both ways, then, bro. You can't expect
No,
him
no,
not to
no.
be a
You
puppet, and then you want him
Because
to do.
even Saddam Hussein, like over there, they voted but he was the only motherfucker on the ballot. You dig what I'm saying? It was shit like that. So it's
But
like you got 100%
that's
of the
not
vote.
Ukraine though. That's not
Well, I
Ukraine
got you.
though.
I hear you saying. I'm gonna look at it some more. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to definitely look at it some more.
yeah, it's not like that in Ukraine. Zelensky was elected by the people. Um, Also, Lee,
What up?
you can't go against everything that makes us strong. It makes us who we are. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
You can't just uh disregard all of our allies. You know what I'm saying? Those people are the reason we as powerful as we are.
I feel you. I hear you.
I just think it's, you know what I'm saying, kind of counterproductive. And hence the reason why he backtracks the very next day. Because this nigga just doing shit and seeing if he could get away with it, Joe. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a negative response for that. And you see, Canada, the Prime Minister of Canada, I forget his name, Joe. Hey, he
Trudeau.
played, yeah,
Trudeau.
Trudeau. He played poker with that motherfucker. He told that motherfucker, hey Donald, we always looking for a good fight. And you put them tariffs on, okay, we put them tariffs on your shit, and we taking all this shit off the shelf over here too. You know what I'm saying? And you keep it up, we finna cut the lights off in motherfucking Michigan, New York.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, like, and then what he do the next day? He backtracked. So again, and also Canada is our closest ally. We need them to be on the same French friendly terms with us, because we don't want them allowing no other country to come set up shop over there and get close enough to us to blow us up. Because that's what it is. We have military bases all in Europe somewhere, and we can get to them, but they can't get to us. You need if you make Canada an enemy, you know what I'm saying, and they get cool with Russia, which ain't gonna happen. Russia could
So you,
attack us straight from there.
so you disagree with the tariffs too, though, right?
I don't disagree with the tariffs against China, but I disagree with the tariffs against Canada. How can you
Okay.
justify? How can you say that the reason you put those tariffs on is because of the fentanyl coming into America from Canada, when Canada got one of the most secure borders in the world, in the whole world? 1% of the fentanyl that gets into America comes from Canada. He just used that as an excuse to, you know what I'm saying, start some shit.
Mm.
Now, into Trump defense, Canada, you need to get in line a little bit more too, because it costs us a lot of motherfucking money for us to defend y'all weak ass. You know what I'm saying?
But I know it's a company that builds some. I think one of them Jeeps or some shit. No, the F. I don't know. One of them companies. They came back over here though after them tariffs. You dig what I'm saying? So it was jobs in Michigan and Illinois and Wisconsin because of the tariff as well. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of, yet you gotta like you say, like draw your line in the sand and say fuck it. Let's see what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is, I mean, it's
If
a
he would have
dirty
came up with,
game.
hey, if he would have came up with a better reason, it may potentially have made more sense. But to accuse them of not having a secure border and because of fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? When the facts are what they are, the facts are the facts.
Right,
That's not true.
Mhm.
right. Yeah, I
Hey,
hear
hey,
you, man.
Joe, how you feel about your boy Big Donald, man?
Man, you know
Joe,
how I feel about Trump, man. I ain't-
Yeah,
I
you hate
told
that
you at
nigga.
the end of the day, I feel like this dude gonna start a war. That's his sole purpose. This his last term. I think that's all he want. Trump want to show how powerful he is, and he not gonna stop until he do.
man, I hope you wrong about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
happening, bro. It's happening. It's happening. Is like you said. All these countries need to see is some chinks in the armor, and he's showing it already. Like you said, he's already showing it. He's showing that when you threaten somebody and then when you do something and then you backtrack, that's showing weakness. That's a form of weakness. It's a form of showing that, oh, you're not as tough as you say you is. And countries see this, man. And when they see this, and then countries, you gotta think about this, man. Like you said, these countries have told Trump, do it. Let's see you do it. Let's see you be. Let's see you. If you the big bad wolf, let's see how bad you is. Somebody gonna piss Trump off enough to where he's going to show. He's going to show how tough he is, and that's gonna lead to war.
Well, if they start kicking our military bases out of their countries because you know what I'm saying he lining himself with the opposition, that you know what I'm saying, that could potentially shift a whole lot of shit. So, but
See, the
again,
thing is these countries are operating out of from a politician standpoint. Trump is operating from a business standpoint. He's trying to run a free world like it's a business, and it's not. This country have been built on corruption and lies, and Trump coming in here trying to run it in a different way, and that's just the truth. No matter how we want to look at it,
Like,
politician is corruption and lies, and Trump trying to come in here and change some shit up, and they not gonna have it
yeah, he's definitely trying to run that shit off, business thing. Like what makes sense? What makes money? You dig what I'm saying? It don't make sense for us to give these people money. Why we keep giving these people money and they ain't doing shit for us? You know what I'm saying? Why we
because
protecting
because
them and
because
they ain't
because
doing
it's because they is doing stuff for us, like D'Angelo just said. Best believe these countries that these you think these countries is just like giving money to us and letting us borrow money and do all this stuff because we scared of them? No, one hand washes the other. Like we need oil from countries. Like Trump said. What do you say? Ukraine got all that fucking oil over there. You know,
and that's the reason why
right? What I'm saying, bro.
Russia haven't wiped them out yet, because
Exactly.
they don't want to destroy the land. They still need that land to be serviceable. They could have just
Yeah.
blew them. They could have just blew them away, but they need to take care of that land. And
And that's
again,
and that's why
we
they
need that land too.
that's why that's not going to end over there. What we need to It's not going to end over there because Putin want that oil, and he's going to stay on their land because he know he can. What you gonna do?
At the-
We already got the people we know we might could lose against telling y'all to stand the fuck down.
But I truly, this is just my personal opinion, and I could be wrong. I don't believe that Donald Trump is going to allow Russia to get that land. I don't believe he is, because that would be the worst. That would be the worst move
I don't think
that
he
he
is
could
either.
do. Like he's talking that dumb shit, but at the end of the day, you can't allow Russia to get that land, and you can't piss off the rest of the Europeans. You can't piss off England and France and Italy and all the other motherfuckers
But
that
can I
roll with
but can I
us.
ask what can I
You
ask you
said
something,
brands, nigga. You
D'Angelo?
said brands.
Whoever.
So so can I ask you something, then?
Mhm.
If so if that's the case, if he already aligned himself with Putin and told these European countries to stand down and cease fire, I mean, what's the next move? You either gonna backtrack on what you told the European countries, or you're gonna align yourself with Putin. One of them have to happen. He's gonna have to pick a side
He
because
definitely
he didn't
gonna have to.
already. He's gonna have to pick a side, and once he picked that side, you're gonna backtrack. You're gonna backtrack on what you're telling the European countries because Putin is not giving that land up. He's
Boy,
not
you crazy as hell.
unless Trump tell him he got to do it. And when Trump tell him that, that's going to be him backtracking on what he told the European countries because he ain't gave it up yet. And
He
they
told
just signed the ceasefire thing, what, 2 weeks ago?
hey, he put it out there. He told them. He said, he said Russia and Ukraine, y'all better get to that table and work this out sooner or later, rather than later. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That then was the sternest remarks that he said. But again, but in the same day, later on that evening, he had some type of praise comment that he had about Putin. So I don't know what this nigga do, man. He weird.
As a businessman, you shouldn't really have no enemies.
That's why your boy
One
Trudeau,
hand washes the other one. One hand washes the other, and Trump feel like that. He feel
Tru,
like every hand washes the other. So he Trump is like D'Angelo said, bro. Like he shouldn't be friends with Putin. He shouldn't. We have never been friends with Russia. Like,
Trudeau
so why
said
start it
we gonna hit
now?
Okay.
him. We gonna hit him. Trudeau was like, well, I see. Trudeau was like, I speak the language. Um, we know how to hit him where it hurts. Every morning at 8:30 a.m. when they look at that stock market, you know what I'm saying? That's what he responds to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we get him to respond. He's seen that motherfucking stock market crash. Oh, we gotta remove them tariffs off Canada. And Canada was like, well, so what? We ain't removing ours, Vic. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's too late. And
We gonna see
and
how this play out.
yeah, and
Like I
you
said
know,
in the chat, I feel like it just got to play out, man. We got to see, who gonna call who bluff, who got the cards. Shit, you know what I
Hey
mean? I
man,
think
one
that's
thing Trump
what it
know
is.
the see the thing is with Trump is it's a gift and a curse, right? Because y'all keep on saying we just got to see what's going to happen. See, Trump knows that we have the most, not the biggest, but we have the most powerful military in the world. He knows this, and
Hmm.
Trump knows he always has that in his back pocket. When is he going? When is he going? When is he going to throw that Trump card?
I mean,
It's
because
like
he
you
has
said.
even
Like
the
you
first
saying. It's like
term he
they
didn't
playing
do it.
chicken. It's like they playing
Yeah, the first
chicken. You
term he
know,
didn't do it. He was the first president in a long time that didn't start no new wars. You dig what I'm
we never
saying? So
started a war. America never
hold
started a war,
on,
bro.
wait. Don't do that. It's not
America
true.
never started a war, bro. We
Hey,
never start.
it's been a
We
lot of
didn't
little
butt it.
wars.
We didn't always butted our heads and shit.
That's not true. It's a
We
lot of
don't have to start wars, bro. Nobody wanna fucking fight
it was a
us.
lot of hey listen, it was a lot of look Obama was bombing them African countries, G. So that's what
Yeah,
I mean by that.
he stuck his nose in somebody else's business. He
Okay,
did
that's
that.
what I'm
We don't
okay,
start
so
wars, bro. We don't
what I
start
said
wars.
what I said is accurate if you look it up.
you shouldn't
Trump
believe
is the
that, Drew.
first Trump is the first president that didn't start a new war in the last 50, 60 years. Seriously. So I mean, you can look it up. G. I can't go right into detail exactly who did what, but I know Obama did, Bush did. New wars happened when they was president, but he wasn't on that. He was trying to avoid the wars. So that's that. So that's why I don't feel like he's trying to start wars. I feel like he's just trying to
Well,
get American people money. That's my opinion.
So I don't think he necessarily trying to start a war. I think he just like to talk and man,
that's not a good look, though, bro.
it's
It's
not.
not
It's
as
really
a
not.
president of the free world. That's not a good look to just talk. Like you got to stand on business,
Not
bro.
not
Like
not
you
all the
can't just
time.
talk.
You know what I'm saying? I'm look. I'm a firm believer that you know what I'm saying. You let your shit hang when necessary. You know what I'm saying. But you have to also be a great judge of when necessary is,
True, I agree with you
and
on
and,
that.
and that's where you know what I'm saying. That's where I had a difference of opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like
You said the thing with Trump is he feel like you disrespected him if you step on your shoes. You step on his shoes, and he's going to show his power when you step on his shoes. So when you say you choose to show your power, he think that's if you tell him he's not doing a good job in the White House. Oh, you think that? Oh, okay, I'll show you. Like he think just mocking him or saying something about him. That's why he probably was the most tweetable president ever. Like he tweets every 2 seconds. He responding to something. Trump will respond to the small guy sitting in his basement that said Trump ain't shit, just to
Mhm.
show you he
So
is.
you
Just
got
to
a
show
problem
you
with
he
Trump?
is.
So you got a problem with Trump on Twitter?
I have a problem with the man that's leading us in for the free world. Yes, I have a problem with that. Yes,
Mm.
because what if that shit because it's going to start a war where I live? Yes, I have a problem with that, bro. What do
I
you
don't have a
mean?
problem with it because we always get shit watered down or misunderstood from our politicians through the media. I'd rather get it directly from the nigga mouth. I'd rather get it directly from the guy, from the person's personal page. You know what I'm talking about? I'd rather get it from him. Like, yo, he's saying this, this, and this. You know what I
I
mean?
I
And that's
I,
what he
I
meant.
I
That's
just
what I'm
don't
saying.
feel
I'd
like
rather hear exactly what he mean instead of somebody trying to interpret what he mean or a sound bite that could be clipped up
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
taken wrong. I'd rather get it from the horse's mouth. That's what I was trying to say.
I just don't think that the leader of the free world should be holding a press conference to say he's walking his dog tomorrow. It just seems like every time you turn around, this dude is on CNN have addressing the dog on addressing something. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Why not?
Like, I never heard of a president being talked about this much. Like,
And so
anytime you
that's
turn
the
the
thing.
TV, this dude is
So
somewhere, man. Like, and this is I
they
just feel like
they do that.
I think Trump is out here to be seen instead of he want to be heard and he want to be seen.
You got to understand that the media does that. They talk about him all the time. If he does something, they just like you say we do with and I hate to break it back to it, but that's just like you say we do with LeBron and his people and this, and this. That's the media with him. They do the same shit. They gotta talk about him. When it was Biden was they was soft on Biden. I feel like as the media is, but Trump can't do
Biden didn't
shit.
come outside, bro. Biden didn't come outside.
He couldn't, my nigga.
Okay, so
Uh,
why you saying they soft on him? He just they
But
come
no,
he
they
wasn't
was
around.
he was so my thing is this, and that should have been something that was talked about.
That's how
He
most
couldn't come
presidents
out. He
are,
wasn't
bro.
coming outside. He wasn't doing shit. He took a lot of vacation. This nigga Trump everywhere. He going to UFC. He going to the Super Bowl. He going here. He going there. He being
He's been
seen.
a celebrity. He's been a celebrity.
No,
That's what he's doing.
he's being a He's being
He's
seen.
being a celebrity. It's kind
He's
of like,
being
and I don't
seen.
want to switch.
And then he can't.
It's kind of like
But
I don't want to switch. Look, I don't want to switch. I don't want to switch topics. But it's kind of like what D'Angelo and them always said about Dion. He was a mascot. Every time you turned around, Dion was on the news talking about something. Talking about you don't see no coaches doing that shit. You don't see no coaches doing that shit. Dion is a celebrity. He's going to stay in. He's going to stay on the forefront of the Colorado team. When he was with Jackson State.
my
Like,
thing is this though. Even though Trump is outside all the time, like you say, it's still you see that it's still policy and shit that he's trying to. I don't
man,
care if
that
you
dude don't be
agree
doing
with it.
no
If you
policy,
agree,
bro.
if you agree with it or not, he's still in that White House. Like, hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. Some shit he throwing shit at the wall. Some shit stick. Some shit don't. You dig what I'm saying? So he's doing something. You can tell, like, hey, this is him. He's doing this. He's doing. It ain't like he just outside kicking it. He's trying to get shit done the way that he feel like it should be done.